So it's been 30 days since I sold my first Amazon FBA private label product, basically my own product on Amazon from scratch. And in this video, I'm gonna share everything I learned, what other sellers don't tell you, how much I made, and the most important question: is it still worth starting Amazon FBA in 2023? I'll be breaking this video down into 3 parts, all the way from learning about Amazon FBA private label to ordering the product to getting my first sale. So let's begin with part 1, which is the learning phase. I've actually been selling on Amazon, doing Amazon wholesale for over 2 years now, and I've generated multiple 6 figures in sales until now. However, private label is a complete different ball game because you have to learn a lot about Amazon PPC, about keyword research, and all the other different things that I didn't know about when doing Amazon wholesale, which is the reason why the first thing I decided to do was invest almost $7,000 into a course. Yep. $7,000 into one course. And I'm not lying about this. You can see the screenshot of this invoice which I paid. Now I know that's a lot of money, but when it comes to business or succeeding in business, there are 2 options you can take. Option number 1 is spending time. This is when you spend time in a business, you fail, you learn, and you improvise and you succeed. And option number 2 is spending money. You pay someone who's already achieved what you want to achieve so you can fast track your success, because that person has already made the mistakes that you are likely to make, and you won't basically make those mistakes. So I chose option number 2. And on a side note, if you need my help to start Amazon FBA, then I'm holding a free live workshop on Sunday that you can join without paying me using the link in the description. Now, after purchasing the course, it took me 2 weeks or almost 2.5 weeks to go through the entire course, and then I managed to find my first product. And what I realized was the main difference between a private label and a wholesale product is, with a wholesale product, all you're really looking for is a product with high sales velocity or high sales volume, a product which is selling a lot. Whereas in a private label product, there are a few factors you need to consider, such as the product needs to be high in demand but less competition. So all the sellers selling the exact same product, almost all should have less than 500 ratings for that product itself. This kind of shows that this product is selling a lot, but this product is still new in the market, and you have the chance to create a listing, get this product, and you can be that one of those early people in this specific niche. There is so much more about private label that I'm going to be making videos about here on this YouTube channel, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything and you can start your private label journey through those videos maybe. But I'm not going to speak about all of that, and I will move on to part number 2 for now. So now that I had found my first product, I had to create a listing for this product. And on Amazon, in order for you to create a listing for your brand, first thing you need to do is enroll your product into the brand registry, which is like an application to let Amazon know that you are the brand owner of that specific brand name. And for you to be able to enroll your product into the brand registry, that brand name must be trademarked. Now, trademarking basically means that you own, or your company owns, that trademark, that brand name. So you can go on the government website in the UK and you can actually apply for a trademark. It's really easy. Please don't pay for any trademark help services. They are going to charge you like, what, £250 just to do the trademark. The trademark itself will cost you around £250 for just the application itself. And then if you're going to pay someone else, you're just going to get ripped off. So watch a YouTube video on how to register for a trademark, and it will be really simple. After I had my trademark done, I enrolled into the brand registry, and then I was able to create a listing. Now, I did create my listing for that product prior to even ordering the product, because if I had any issues with that listing or with that product, that listing would have got cancelled or would have got suppressed, or something would have happened. So it just lets me know that this product is good to go as long as my listing does not get banned in the first week of creating it. After 1 week of creating that listing, I decided to order a few samples from different suppliers of my product. It was my first time, so I just told the suppliers that, look, I'm looking for this product in high quantity. However, I just want samples. They did charge me a bit more, but once I got the samples, I decided to go with this one supplier who I felt had the best communication, was the fastest to reply, and they knew what they were talking about. So I decided to go with them, and I ordered 200 units as my first kind of test order. Now, when it comes to wholesale, I usually do a test shipment of units between 10 to 50. But with private label, because you're manufacturing your own product from China and getting it here, the time it would take to order like 10, 50 units would be a lot. So doing your test order with around 200 units is always kind of the best option. Once I knew which manufacturer I wanted to go with, I asked them that I need custom packaging and I need logo engraving on the actual product. And they were happy to do that, but I had never kind of designed custom packaging, or I didn't even know what you need. So they provided me a die cut. A die cut is basically a layout of how the product packaging looks, and you need to give that to a designer who specializes in kind of product packaging designing and stuff like that. So I went on Fiverr, I looked for a person who was reasonably priced, and I just sent them the die cut, and they asked me for an example listing. I just looked at a competitor's listing, I sent it to him, and they gave me a product packaging which looks really good. I love it. So I sent it to the actual manufacturer, and then it took around 15 days for the product to just be manufactured. And then after it was manufactured, it took around 15 more days for the product to be shipped. And bear in mind, this was air shipping, so it was faster. If I did sea shipping, it would have been probably 30 to 40 days. So the product arrives after 30 days from the date I told them to start manufacturing until the day arrived. Once it arrived to me, I checked the quality of the product. Just because it was a test shipment, I didn't send it directly to Amazon. I sent it to myself, my home. I checked it and everything was perfect, and I took some pictures of it. After I took pictures of it, I actually sent it again to someone on Fiverr to create me product pictures or good pictures for that specific product, which I can add to my listing. And that itself was quite a bit pricey, but I think if you don't have great pictures for a product, you will not make sales. So it's like, no matter how good you are with Amazon PPC, or no matter how much money you spend in ads, you will not make money if your product listing is not good. And that's why I spent a lot of time on product pictures as well as A+ content, which is basically, you know, when you scroll down on a product listing and you see the description and you see different pictures on that, that's kind of the A+ content. So that's another thing I spend money on. And then I also created a video for the product, which I actually got my editor to edit it. So nothing cost me for that. But my listing as for a first product was amazing. Well, that's my opinion. But anyway, now everything was set up, everything was ready. I had sent the product to Amazon, the listing was perfect, and I had 0 ratings. Now it was time to actually start selling this product. So what I did was got my friend, 2 of my friends who are not kind of related to me, to buy the product, just to leave me 2 reviews, because in the start, if a product has no ratings, no reviews, then no one's gonna actually buy that product. I'm sure if you go on Amazon and if you see a product with no ratings, you're never gonna buy that product. So I got 2 friends and family to kind of leave me a review. And then I started to run Amazon ads. Bear in mind, this was my first time. I'm like, I have no idea how Amazon ads work. So I ran like 3 or 4 campaigns on a £20 daily. Well, initially I started with 1 campaign, which was just a basic campaign, auto campaign, and the limit was £20 a day. And that actually got me my first 10 sales, I would say, at least. And then once I had around 5 reviews on the product, I decided to run 5 different campaigns, which again is not ideal. You don't want to do that. I learned from my mistakes. Just because your product listing is so new that even if you spend so much money in ads, no one's really gonna buy it. So you would rather spend a bit less money. Don't go too aggressive in the beginning. Get those ratings and then you can push money in ads. And so that's what I started doing after I started making few sales and I started to get some reviews in for my product. What was crazy was that I got my first sale even before I got my friends and family to buy the product. Because even though I had 0 reviews, I started running ads on auto campaign and I actually got a sale without anyone buying, because I told them to buy the product and anything like that. So that was pretty crazy. But after I saw that, I was like, okay, this product definitely works, because I got a sale at 0 reviews and that blew my mind. So after that, I thought, let me just keep running this thing how it is running. And now we'll move on to part number 3, where I'll show you the results of how much I sold, how many units I sold, and how much I made. Part 3, results. Now, as you know, I ordered 200 units of this and the listing went live in June, the start of June, so around 3rd of June. And until now, I've sold 196 units of that. 3 units are remaining because I've increased the price of that product because I don't want to run out of stock, as my next stock is coming in. It's already been shipped and it's going to be at Amazon in like, what, 2 more days. So I've sold 196 units. One of those units is actually around somewhere here. It might be in this actual frame. So if you want to look for it. However, in the first 30 days, I sold 138 units of this product, which made £3,414.38. The cost of that unit individually was around £29.99, so £30 per unit. And the purchase price at which I was buying was £10.20. So after all the fees and everything like that, I was making a profit of around £11. But because this is a test order, I'm spending a lot and almost everything I've made. And even I think I'm slightly negative just because in here, I'm spending most of the money I made back into ads to get this listing up. And I think with wholesale, you can become profitable instantly. As soon as you send the product in, you become profitable. However, with private label, you have to wait. It's all about patience game. You have to wait. At least your first test order can never be profitable. You're either gonna break even or you're either gonna make a loss. I have slightly went below that break even mark, but I'm fine with that because I didn't make a massive loss or my product didn't work or anything like that. This product is guaranteed a successful product. And so now it's just a matter of me getting more reviews, more sales, and selling this consistently and then bettering my ads. So now the big question is Amazon FBA still worth starting in 2023? Now my answer to you is that why don't you try? If you think it's profitable, successful, then you carry on. If not, you stop. Like, there is no harm in you trying it out. And is it saturated? I don't think so. Because if you know what you're doing, nothing will ever be saturated. It's like you seeing 2 chicken shops on a road. That doesn't mean you can't be the third one to open that chicken shop if you know what you're doing, because no matter how many chicken shops you see on those roads, all of them are making money. So you just need to know what you're doing and try it yourself, because if you just listen to what other people are saying, that's just an opinion. Give yourself some results or evidence by you trying it out. So that's all I have to say. So if you enjoyed this video or found any value, I know this was a lot of talking and just a sit down type video, but I hope you enjoyed it. If not, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and peace.